Hi, how are you? My name is Dixie Noel and I'm going to be doing some hair and makeups for you today. In today's look, I give you a demonstration on how I did my brush out, how I did this beautiful, natural, everyday look. If you're interested in learning how I did this, please stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. So first what you're going to want to do is figure out where you want to part your hair. I like to part mine on the side, so I'm just going to do that. And what I like to do to part my hair is I just start from one corner right here wherever I want to part it. And just take the comb, and I'm going to go all the way to the back of my head just to section everything off. So bring this section forward. And this section is going to be a little bit bigger for me because of where I like to part my hair, but that's okay, don't worry. I'm going to tie off this section of the hair. Honestly, that's a look. Now we're taking this bit of hair, just making sure there are no tangles, everything like that. And I'm going to take my comb and go about to where my ear starts. I don't know if you can see my ear. Take about where my ear starts, and I'm going to start just going in the straightest line possible. I'm going to go back and part that part off. Yes. Okay. And bring that down. I don't have clips, so I'm just using hair ties. Excuse me. Now we have about this much of hair to work with that's free and flowing and nice. So I'm going to take the free hair and I'm just going to roughly split it in two. I like to section. It's nice to section. It's good. But for the kind of hairstyle I'm going for, I'm not going to worry about sectioning too much. This section and this section is all I'm really going for. Now that you got your section, you're going to take your hooked curl former, and I like to kind of give it a twist so the base stays nice and firm, and this part of the hair is getting in my way. Then you're going to take your hook, put the hair in the hook, bring it to your base. Do you see how I did that? I hooked, and then I brought it to my base, to the base of my scalp, or to my scalp, and then I begin to choke up on the curl former. I start bringing it closer to the hair. Now, while pulling, making sure you keep your hair tight, take some fingers if you can, start to bring the curl former around the hook, and then you just start pulling it through. There we go. See? Got that hair and that curl former all nice. I'm going to do one more for you. So again, take your curl former, kind of press to open up the hole. Slide it on up there. Alright, set that to the side for now. Take your comb, get your section, but we already have a free section right now, so I'm just going to use that. I'm going to twist at the root so I have a nice little section to hook onto. Going to take my hook, hook it around, and tighten it to the base. You see how I did that? Hook, then tighten. Now while keeping your little section tight, start to choke up with the curl former, bringing it over the hook. Grab the curl former just to keep it sturdy, then start pulling it through. Whoops. That's okay. Whee! See, there we go. Got two little sections. And then you just repeat the process around your head. I'm going to go off camera and finish my head, but I'll be right back. Alright, now I got my curl formers in. Now it's time to move on to foundation. And I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand, as per usual. Take a damp beauty sponge and just plop that all on and start buffing and patting around your face. Oh, and by the way, the foundation I went in with was the Maybelline Fit Me liquid foundation. Next, I'm going in with some Juvia's Place concealer. And I'm just going to do a dot, 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 a dot, 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 a X, a dot, a streak, and the rising sun. We gonna do the rising sun, yes we is. Then taking our same makeup sponge from before and just blending it in. Next, I'm going in with the Morphe Filter Effects Pressed Powder, and I'm going to be taking a fluffy tapered brush. Just going to load up the brush, tap off the excess, and I'm going to set my foundation in place. Next, I'm going to sculpt and carve my face. So going in with Morphe Bronzer, which is bronzer and contour in the shade Celebrity, I'm going to be taking a Morphe brush, I'm going to go in with that dark side right there. Tap off the excess. And for right now, I'm just going to start going around my forehead, because I have a 5 head, and we like to try and hide that. I also want to give a subtle sun-kissed glow to my face. Just buffing and blending that around. And right here on the temples, I like to just go up and down, just right here, just to add a little bit more structure to my face, but arching when I'm going on the top of my forehead. And when I blend, I like to just kind of blend it inwards like this. So flick, flick, flick. Next, I will be taking the contour and going into the hollows of my cheeks, and then blending upwards into my hairline, which is being blocked by this wonderful headband, but you get the idea. So I'm swiping this way, and I'm curving upwards, kind of like a C, just ooh. Next, I'll be going around my chin, starting at my ear, and just making that shape I want, and going around my chin. And for us thick girls, the trick to a good contour is to blend downwards. Just a little bit. It'll just hide some of that roundness, and that's always a plus. And then I'm going to blend everything together and just kind of connect it. That's just what I like to do. Some people don't like to do that, but I do. I like to look nice and secure. And you really want to buff everything out really good, because you want it to look natural, not so chiseled and defined, which, you know, some people are into that, you know, but we're just going for a real natural look. Next, I'm going to start on the eyes, and I'm going to go in with my trusty Morphe eyeshadow base primer. Gonna squirt a little bit of that on my fingers. And that is even too much. Like, a little dot will do you. It really will. I cannot stand it when I see these YouTubers or Instagram models just packing it on. Like, you do not need that much, okay? I'm going to take it, and I'm going to warm it up between my fingers. And then I'm going to pat it around my eye. Eye primer is really important because the human eyelid produces a lot of oil, and oil breaks down makeup quicker than anything. And so you really need a protective layer between your skin and eyeshadow. And I'm sorry, but concealer does not cut it, okay? Concealer creases way too easily. And once again, oil breaks down makeup, so the oil from your eyelids is just going to break down that concealer and make your eyeshadow crease. So I would highly suggest an eye primer, not a concealer. And for this eyeshadow look, I'm going to be using the Mini Controversy. Oh, you don't know how? Okay, so like I saved up my money for this palette. I wanted the actual Conspiracy palette, and I was in line, right? It was so intense. I knew everyone was coming for this palette, but I was like, okay, I was even at work where I was like, look, I need to get this palette. So they let me use a company laptop, and I typed it up and everything like that, and my order was processing, and I was in there. I was one of the people who was going to get this palette, but something happened. I guess I miscalculated or something, and it said you do not have enough money in your bank account to purchase this item, and I was just devastated. I didn't even want to talk about it. I was devastated. I was like, ugh, are you serious? Like, I follow Jeffree Star. Okay, not follow, but like been an appreciator of Jeffree Star since like the MySpace days. And Shane Dawson, I've always felt like me and Shane Dawson were like this, even though I've never met him. That's creepy, I know, but I don't care. Me and Shane will have a good time. I feel like me and Shane would be like really good sisters. Like, anyways, that's beside the point. I'm going to be using the Mini Controversy palette. And the first shade I'm going to be working with is Diet Root Beer, which is that shade right there. And I'm going to work that into my crease. We're not worrying about blending just yet. We're just placing the product. With this shade, there is a little bit of fallout in the pan. You see that fallout? But it's eyeshadow. Get over it. It's a powder. It's going to make powder. Okay? It's like eating chips. Once you bite it, you're going to make crumbs. Okay? Get over it. And when I say work it into my crease, I mean I'm going to try to work it a little bit above my crease. This is especially a good tip for hooded eyes. And I like the circular shape. I feel like the circular shape really fits my eyes. So I'm going to do it. Okay, this is a really pretty shade. I wish it wasn't called Diet Root Beer though. I can't stand root beer. It's so disgusting. I don't know if you can hear that, but it has totally started to rain. But that's okay. I like rains at my parade. Okay, and with that same little blendy brush, I am just going to buff that out. Just going to scratch at the edges and make it look nice and buffed out and seamless. And I haven't put any more product on the brush. I'm just using the same product that's on the brush. Which is still a lot apparently. Okay. I'm doing small circles, just buffing it outwards. Y'all, these eyeshadows are so good. Oh my god. I'm going to take that same color and I'm going to go along my lower lash line. And when you're doing your lower lash line, you want to make sure you connect the top eyeshadow to the bottom eyeshadow. Now, I have a lot of bags and creases and darkness under my eyes. It's mostly hereditary, but I still like to put a little eyeshadow under there just to oomph up the look a little bit. Next, I'm going to go with the shade Cry on My Couch, which is this lovely little vanilla shade right here. And where we place Diet Root Beer, I'm going to put this color right on top and blend it upwards towards my brow. And just blend it in and make it that much more seamless. Y'all, I apologize for my brows. I can't, okay? Don't even... It's like I identify as female, but my eyebrows identify as Chewbacca, okay? I'm also going to take that same shade and blend around the lower part of the eyeshadow on the lower lash line. Again, just making it that much more natural looking and seamless. Okay, next I'm going to take a little shader brush and I'm going to go in with the shade My Boyfriend's Purse, which is this lovely little shimmer shade right here. And I am just going to blend that all over my lid. Okay, once that is on the lid, I'm going to take the same blendy brush from before that had Diet Root Beer on it, and I'm going to blend the crease out into that shade. So I'm just swiveling back and forth into my crease. Just making everything seamless and beautiful. And I have added no extra product. I'm just using that same dirty brush. And using that same brush, I'm going to go in with the shade My Apology, which is this little shimmer burgundy shade right here. And I'm just going to get the smallest amount. And then I'm going to tap away as much as I can. We really just want a little bit of product. And then I'm going to take that and work it into the outer portion of my crease just to deepen up the look. I'm also going to blend that downwards into the outer portion of my lid. And again, it's just the smallest amount, just a hint of my apology. Okay, and that completes it for the eyeshadow. Anyways, I'm gonna go in now with a little bit of liquid eyeliner on the top of my lashes. And when I do my liquid eyeliner, I like to start from my inner corner and work outwards. And as I work outwards, I make the line just ever so thicker, giving me that cat eye look I feel. Okay, you know what? I did that a little bit thicker than I wanted to because I kept messing up, but we're gonna work with it. And I'm just using some really cheap Wet n Wild eyeliner. I'm not really a big fan of Wet n Wild, but this is some really good cheap liquid eyeliner. Yes, 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 yes. Next, I'm going to take a black eyeliner and I'm going to go in on my waterline. Next, I'm just going to put on a little bit of mascara. And when I apply mascara, I just apply it to the outer portion of my lashes. Really gives that Marilyn Monroe effect, and I think it's just super adorable. So I'm going to take my mascara wand. I'm going to go as low as I can, press into my lashes, wiggle, and flick out. I'm going to do that one more time. Wiggle, flick out. And then once I've done that once, I'm just going to blink 3 times. About 2 to 4 times on my mascara wand. 1, 2, 3. And when I do that, I'm pushing upward with my wand. So 1, 2, 3. Wiggle, flick out. Wiggle, flick out. 1, 2, 3. And I just love what that does to my eyelashes. Next, I'm moving on to lips. And what I would recommend you do is take your favorite nude lipstick, slap it on, and call it a day. I'm going to go in with a pink lipstick because I love it. And I don't know where I got this from. I think it came from a little Walmart package of makeup that my mother bought me for Christmas, which I love her for that. And it's a pale pink, and I'm just going to go on my lips with that. The next step I would do is I would go in with some setting spray and go all over my face, but I don't have any right now, so Okay, the next step in this process is to take out these curl formers. But before we continue, I wanted to let you know that the way I made these curls stick in is I went to my bathroom, I took my handheld hairdryer, and I just put it to the curls, let them get really hot. Just, you know, went all around my head. And I let them get really hot. And then I just sat and I let them settle naturally. Now I'm just going to work on taking off this headband. Woo. Okay, now that my headband is off, I'm going to slowly start taking off my curl formers one by one. Just for funsies, let's see how this curl is going to look. And to take these out, I just take the tip and I kind of press to open it up. I extend and then I just start pulling. Ooh! These are really easy to take out too. That's what I love about them. All the curl formers are out, and honestly, this is a little look, okay? And this next hairstyle I'm about to do is called a brush out, and it's exactly what the title entails. You just brush it out. So I'm going to take my little brush, and I'm going to brush through all of my curls. Do you see how elegant the brush out is? Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like I have worked the curl to my liking. Okay, next I'm going to take a bow that is my favorite bow. You might not like it, but it is my favorite. Do not judge. So I'm going to take the bow And it's got a little clip on the back that you can just boing, 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 boing. And I'm gonna take and open the clip, take my hair, and just scoop it up like that. Actually, I'm gonna take my bow and I'm gonna start more from my temple and work my way that way. Oh yes, I love that. It's a little poofy right there, but that's okay. I don't mind it. Okay, that is the completed look, and honestly, I feel absolutely fierce and fabulous, and can't nobody tell me nothing right now because I am a freaking princess. Anyways, this is the final look. This is how I went from potato to princess. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. If you laughed at me, I'm glad I could provide that cathartic little moment for you. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching. Bye!